Let's talk about lavender. When you're cold pressing lavender, it's important that you get the blossom before it blooms. Once it's bloomed, it starts losing the fragrance. A lot of people, when they preserve lavender in a cold press, will get the dried blossoms, or they'll get them after they've opened. When you buy fresh cut flowers and they smell really beautiful and fresh, and then after a few days they start to smell kind of bitter, that's because the microbes are starting the decomposing process, and that is the smell that you're getting. When you cold press lavender, if you use the spent flowers or the open flowers, you're gonna have a little bit of a bitey smell to it, and that is the decomposing process. I don't like that smell. That's the smell that you get with a lot of essential oils. When you smell that little bitey smell in your essential oils, that's because they used expired flowers. I don't like the smell of expired flowers. I want the freshest, purest smell that you can get. So when you're doing any kind of cold press, or even if you're distilling lavender, when you use the dried flowers, you will get more oil, but the fragrance will not be as fresh. So what you want to do is snip the lavender to a good length, and then fill your glass jar with as many flowers as you can, but leaving room for oil. So after you've filled your jar, fill the jar with a good quality oil. Some people use coconut oil, grapeseed oil, almond oil. As long as it's a good quality oil with no fragrance, it should work just perfectly. I prefer to use sunflower oil simply because it has no smell and it's readily absorbed into your skin. Once you've filled your jar, make sure that you've covered all of the stems and all of the plants. Put it in a dark spot with a lid firmly in place. Let it sit for at least 1 month. You're going to want to shake it periodically just to make sure that it's getting the oil really saturated into the plant. And then within a month you can strain off the oil and you should have a really good product. The shelf life of a cold pressed oil that's done properly should be at least 1 year.